What if one of your favorite artists was guilty of doing the exact same thing that people say Drake is guilty of?
I'm
Like
still
stealing songs from lesser known artists.
Oh, well, that's different.
And claiming them to be his own, and putting these songs, launched him to be.
Well, Drake's never really done that though, has he?
He just had ghostwriters.
But ghostwriters, you almost
that's the same thing.
You make it seem like he's Puff Daddy or somebody.
No, I mean, because ghostwriting, you paid somebody to.
Well, at least he paid.
Mm-hmm.
What if he never paid the artist? And I'm asking this question based off an interview I saw earlier today from Oschino from State Property,
talking about Jay-Z,
talking about Jay. Mm-hmm. Talking about how he would just steal their songs and not give them no credit or no publishing for none of their stuff.
I always wondered about Kanye and Payroll, because there was a record that Kanye did with Payroll over a beat, and Jay-Z took that entire thing and made a whole record off of it. I think it was Song Cry, I think maybe.
Yeah.
Or it might have been Song Cry.
Something like that.
Or maybe it was Never Changed.
Maybe Never Changed.
Never Changed.
Song Cry is just Blaze beat.
Yeah, that's right. So it's Never Changed or something. But like, if you listen to how Jay-Z did everything in that, it was like, well, this is just like Payroll's cadence.
Interpolation.
Like you could tell that he, and I always wondered, rest in peace, because I believe he's passed away, but I believe he has. But I always wondered if like he got any type of credit for essentially creating the blueprint.
Not at all.
You know what I mean?
Maybe, but I mean, we don't know that though, because like, I think the interview you were talking about, Oschino was talking about All I Need. That song was originally recorded by somebody else.
Brigade.
Yeah, Brigade. And somebody redid the track, and Jay-Z rapped on it. He didn't rap the exact same, but he definitely used All I Need in there. I feel like if these specific artists themselves aren't talking about it, they might have got
can't though.
Why can't they?
Because at the same time, like Oschino said, I'm Jay-Z. Why do I need to steal your song?
He can say that, but it doesn't matter. If you had your copyrights and all of that shit in order, this is a whole nother
that's why
conversation.
they got paid.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
That's why they got paid.
They got paid. But like, if
you sign to me, it's different though.
If you sign to me, essentially you are getting paid.
Nah, but look, who is it? What's dude's name? Is it not Oschino, but what's the other? The dude
Sparks.
don't give it to me.
Sparks?
Yeah. He's on give it to me.
Mm-hmm.
I truly believe that was probably his record first. He just put Pharrell on it.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like he took his idea, put Pharrell on the song.
That happens a lot in music. A whole lot.
It ain't right though.
I mean, that's the nature of the beast, man. I mean, a lot of these tracks can be considered reference tracks, or like say you're in the studio with all of these artists and you come up with this song or whatever, this concept, and you're signed to Jay-Z, and Jay-Z's kicking you bread, and he's like, hey, I think I'm gonna use this and put my own thing on it. Like, here's a Roc-A-Fella chain. You know what I'm saying? Or here's some bread to buy you a new car. Things of that nature. It's like it's been paid for, but Oschino ain't gonna tell you about the situations that happened that were good. He's in a situation now to where it doesn't matter. I need this interview and I need to make this money off this interview. So I'm gonna give y'all something that sounds spicy. You ain't heard the young guns talking no shit about Jay-Z. I mean,
Chris need to though.
He must not have did nothing to him.
Oh, and the only reason I feel that way, because like there's a whole era of Jay that sound like young Chris.
I can dig that, and I've said that on the show too. I mean, yeah, but I mean, at the end of the day, business is business, and once you get into that business, I mean,
it's because you don't think they want to stop the creative process and start talking about splits.
Yeah.
Or they don't, or they're just so in awe of being in
the studio
with Jay-Z. It was like, hey, could we just go ahead and bring this up, and we can just pull it up on the laptop, and it's like, and then you're afraid of alienating somebody who could do more than you do for yourself. Yeah, so I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, and of course, in hindsight, you're always going to be like, oh, I should have done this, or like, they took this from me, and it's like it's not really that they took from you. It's just like you weren't willing to ask a certain amount of questions because there was a power dynamic involved.
But the power dynamic, again, I guess it depends on how you look at it. But I always feel like the power dynamic, the power abuses. So like if you have the power in the situation, you should be proactive in those situations to not take advantage of people that are maybe a little lesser than, you know. So I
because Ye don't do it.
I mean, and you got to understand too. This is Jay-Z before he's the Jay-Z of today.
Kind of though, right? Not
No,
really.
he was already the man.
If you're talking about around Blueprint Dynasty era,
He wasn't retired,
He
Jay-Z.
was-
but
No, he
was
wasn't
still,
retired.
but
He was
still
at the top of the
Jay-Z.
game.
he was
Yeah.
still top dog.
Well, I'm saying as far as like Jay-Z is a billionaire now. You know what I'm saying? There was other artists that were selling more than Jay-Z at some point. DMX
At that
is
time,
one of them.
Yeah.
Nelly, we already know the
Yeah.
problems in they camp or whatnot. D12 and Eminem, all of them were selling very good. But nobody, I feel like when we talk about that situation, I feel like Jay and Roc-A-Fella put everybody on that label in a position to win. Everybody had they had pretty much had their own destiny in their hand. He even mentioned Memphis Bleak putting out the song Memphis Bleak is and saying that I kind of told him I wouldn't have did that, but you in control of
this is your project.
This is your project. You put whatever single you want out. Young Guns had a pretty solid run. You know what I'm saying? They album was cool. It wasn't nothing crazy, but like when we talk about Beans and we talk about Freeway, they was solid. You know what I'm saying?
That's because Jay-Z took all those ideas.
No,
All their ideas.
they were on.
took
He
them
was
all.
on their albums.
Oschino. That's right. It's Oschino and Emilio, right?
Sparks.
Yeah, Emilio Sparks.